Speaker Johnson, Governor, his first order of business was to pass a resolution supporting Israel and condemning Hamas. The House passing the measure in a, 412 to 10 vote, 9 Democrats voting against it, and 1 Republican, Thomas Massey, voting against it. What are your takeaways from that?
There's some crazy people in the Congress. Anybody that doesn't vote to support Israel in light of what they've been through, the attempted extermination of every last Jew on earth. Hamas wasn't willing to just start and stop on October the 3rd. Anyone who thinks so is a fool. These are people who continue to issue their chant from the river to the sea, which means let's get rid of every Jew. I think we need to recognize Hamas is a terrorist organization. They're vicious. They're savages. You can't negotiate with them. They need to be eradicated, and the U.S. needs to give a green light to Israel to do whatever it takes for that to happen.
Right. Well, you know what? I couldn't tell if you were echoing Hamas or a college campus somewhere here in the United States, because those chants are ringing out there, too. In the meantime, Governor, police hunting down the main shooter that left 18 people dead, at least so far, and scores others injured. The suspect is 40-year-old Robert Card. He's described as a firearms instructor, believed to be an Army reservist with a history of mental illness. Governor, the greatest price we pay for being in a free society is that someone may abuse that freedom. Isn't it crazy to think that the solution is to take away everybody's freedom as a solution to when crimes are committed?
Well, it's a horrific tragedy when these people are murdered in cold blood by somebody. But the fact is, one of the common denominators that we most often see almost every time is mental illness. And until we start taking that seriously, I think it's ridiculous for us to talk about anything else. That's what really does come into play in almost every one of these mass shootings. And I'd look to the fact, and I hate to be impolite here, but the one thing that stops an active shooter is somebody who is armed and can take him down, whether it's a police officer or it's somebody with a concealed carry permit. And, you know, we hate to think that that's what it's going to require, but quite frankly, that's what it's going to require.
I think you're right, Governor. Practically speaking, I don't think it's in politics at all. And by the way, might we point out, since this man does have a history of mental illness, analysts are coming in saying that according to Maine law, he should never have been allowed to have a gun to begin with. So all these vaunted laws we were told were going to protect us, no, what's going to protect you, as you just said, Governor, is a firearm. Governor Mike Huckabee, sir, thank you very much. Appreciate the time.